Hi, Bill Murray here, the founder and still CEO of the NAASCA organization, NAASCA.org. And what I'd like to talk to you about tonight is our radio shows. You may know that NAASCA does radio shows 6 nights a week. Every night except Saturday we do a show. And they have different topics, different nights. The reason we take Saturday off, I always joke, is so that we can have a date night at one point during the week. But the truth is, it's exhausting doing these shows. I'm not only the founder of NAASCA, but also the producer of the episodes, and we've done almost 2,700 of these shows over the last decade. Every night, as I say, we feature different topics and different issues. Sunday night is the one night a week that we do a show that's dedicated to a different set of topics than specifically what NAASCA is all about, because we do it from my sister site, our sister site, LACP.org, which stands for Los Angeles Community Policing. That's a worldwide organization at this point that's been in existence since after the events of 9/11. And we've done a show once a week on that deal with public safety in general public safety topics. So they don't have to be related to child abuse and trauma. They can be anything local, regional, national, and even international in scope. And we provide the material for that show. But Monday through Friday, we do shows that are devoted to child abuse and trauma, prevention, intervention, and recovery. Monday night, we do a similar style show to the Sunday night show, but this one comes from NAASCA. And all the topics on it deal with issues of child abuse. So there'll be articles, there'll be opinion pieces, there'll be research done, there'll be news articles and so forth. And again, we provide the materials. Any current event can also be brought up on that show, and it's what we call an open mic discussion. So anyone who calls in can discuss any of the topics both on Monday and Sunday night that appeal to them. You can also be skipped if a topic comes up that you don't want to participate in. You can simply say on the air, I'd like to pass on that and so forth. Then Tuesday and Thursday, we have topic-driven shows, which generally speaking have some kind of co-host involved who is a professional capacity type person. On Tuesday night, almost all Tuesday nights, all but one, we have Dr. Deborah Warner. She is a forensic psychologist, a personal friend of mine. She teaches at the Chicago School for Forensic Psychology, and she's done these shows on Tuesday nights many months now, several years now. And only on the third Tuesday of the month do we have someone else do the show, and that's Jill Jones Soderman. Her shows are all devoted to what we call institutional abuse and enabling. Jill brings people from the Foundation for Child Victims of Family Courts who talk about the struggles that they make either there or in foster care or in the welfare system. But most of the time, it's a story about what goes on in the family court systems when families are breaking up and there's a dispute about who gets the kids, how the kids are treated. Sometimes the protective parent, as she calls them, institutes a divorce proceedings because the other parent is the predator parent, and these are difficult cases. And then on Thursday night we have hyphenates, we call them. They are survivors / professionals. Survivor professionals or hyphenates are people who belong to the NAASCA community as a survivor, but also serve their own community in some professional capacity. So we have a minister, we have a life coach, we have a healthcare professional, we have a 12-step person, and so on. And that's Thursday night, and they rotate around. So every Thursday is a different person that's a different hyphenate. And then on Wednesdays and Fridays, like tonight, we will feature special guests usually. The special guests are often booked weeks and weeks in advance, and they provide biographical material that go into the description of what you can expect to hear on that show. And they're really dynamic shows. Now these shows, in all our shows, we invite the community to call in and participate on panels. But specifically on special guest shows, we want our panel members to know that we will periodically go to them and invite them to ask a question or pose a comment to the special guest about what they've already heard on the air. And we go through the show and do that. And at least the last third of the show is devoted to the solution usually. And that's how it goes. So 6 nights a week on the Blog Talk radio system. The shows are called Community Matters This Week, the Sunday night show. That's the one that deals with public safety only. And then they're called SCAN, or Stop Child Abuse Now, on Monday through Friday. And of course, we take Saturday off. All the shows are at 8 o'clock Eastern, so that's 7 Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 Pacific. They all use the same dedicated phone number, 646-595-2118. I have it memorized. There we go. And we always feature the ability for people to participate. Anybody who wants to can call in and be on these shows in one capacity or another, every show we do. Coming up on 2,700 shows, it's been quite a task for me. I used to host all the shows, but no longer. We now have Carol Levine, Tammy Schofstall, Charlie Stecker, Deborah Hunt, Joe Kalk, and Terry Lanahan. And we're hoping to find a couple more who periodically appear as the host of the show. And then once a week, they usually back somebody else up. We call that the trailing person. But we have opportunities for that open if anybody's interested in being a host on our shows. In other words, I no longer have to host all the shows, but I indeed do still produce every one of them. Tonight's show is going to be dedicated to the fact that April is Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month, and we're going to do a general topic show. I hope you'll call in at the top of the hour. It's just 1 minute away, it looks like. And thank you for listening tonight. God bless you and the children of the world, and God bless adult survivors of child abuse.